Good morning, class. Today we're going to be thinking and discussing. We're going to tell how the multiplication and division properties of equality are similar to the addition and subtraction properties of equality. So let's get organized. We're going to copy and complete the graphic organizer. In each box, write an example of an equation that can be solved by using and giving the property and solving it. So properties of equality are addition and division, multiplication and division. So look at question number 1. Example 1, we have k divided by 4 is equal to 8. Can you tell me what the variable is in this equation? Alright, k. K is the variable. Does everybody agree? Alright, what is being done to the variable? It is being divided by 4. Now, remember in solving equations, we get rid of things by doing the opposite. So, what is the opposite of dividing by 4? Yes, correct, multiplying by 4. So, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the left side by 4 to cancel the division by 4. But, because it's an equation, if we multiply the left side by 4, we have to multiply the right side by 4 to keep it equal, to keep the balance. Now 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times k is k. 8 times 4 is 32. So our answer is 32. Now to check this, what we do is we go back and substitute a 32 wherever you see a k. So I have 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. Can anybody tell me how many 4's there are in 32? 8. That's correct. 8 is equal to 8. That checks, so we know we have the correct solution. Okay, problem number 2. Sorry, we're having a little technical difficulty here. We have z divided by 3 equals negative 9. Can anybody tell me what the variable is here? Z, the letter Z. Very good, thank you. What is being done to that variable? Once again, it's being divided. It's divided by 3. And how do we get rid of dividing by 3? The opposite is multiplying by 3. So, if I multiply the left side by 3, that's going to eliminate the dividing by 3. But because this is an equation, what you do to the left side, you have to do to the right side. So we need to multiply the right side by 3 also. Alright, 3 and 3 cancel, so you have 3z divided by 3 is z. And on the right side you have minus 9 times a 3 is 9 times 3 is 27, and a negative times a positive is negative. So our answer is negative 27. Let's go back and check our solution. Anywhere I have a z, I'm going to put a negative 27. So I have negative 27 divided by 3 equals negative 9. Can anybody tell me how many 3's there are in 27? 9, that's correct. And a negative divided by a positive is negative. So I have that negative 9 is equal to negative 9. That checks. Everybody understand? Alright, let's move now to example 3. We have negative 2 equals to w divided by negative 7. Once again, we have to identify the variable. What is the variable? It's usually represented by a letter. Our letter is w. Everybody agree with that? Alright, now what is being done to that variable? It's being divided by a negative 7. Can anybody tell me how we would get rid of dividing by negative 7? Do the opposite, right? So we're going to multiply by a negative 7. Now, remember that if we multiply the right side by a negative 7, we have to multiply the left side by a negative 7, because this is an equation, and what you do to one side you have to do to the other side. Now, why are we multiplying by negative 7? That's to eliminate the division by negative 7. So here we have negative 7w divided by negative 7 is equal to w. And what is a negative 2 times a negative 7? That's 14. And a negative times a negative is positive. So my answer is w is 14. I can leave the sign off, and it's intended to be positive. So we go back to the original equation, and anywhere I see a w, I'm going to put 14 in its place. So I have negative 2 is equal to 14 divided by negative 7. And we all agree that there are 2 7s in 14, and that a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So I have negative 2 equals negative 2. Once again, we have solved and checked. Alright, we have done numbers 1, 2, and 3. I want you now to take time to work on problems 4 through 18. I will be coming by and monitoring your work to see how you're doing and if you need any feedback. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to work on problems 4 through 18. Thank you very much for your attention. Let's get started.